All right, folks. So I mentioned in one of my videos that I don't know if I did on the videos, but on Facebook, I decided it was time for a rebrand, something that was a little more fitting for me. There's already a pretty popular channel called the Keto King, and so I'm not going to go that direction. I want something that's a little bit more original. And so, to introduce Kickin'it Keto. Alright, YouTube, friends and family, thank you for joining to another episode with me. So today is day 30. So I wanted to check in. I told you in the last video we were going to get some of this stuff updated, add a few other things, and kind of go over some of the stuff that I use day to day to try to help. All right, so a couple of things that has definitely been kind of a help as far as trying to decide when I would need to go fast, help me with my weight, and then helping cook food and get my measurements and, as far as measuring out my food and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of go over a few things, tell you about my updates on my weight and my measurements and stuff like that too. So let's start with the overall as far as what I use and how I track it and everything like that. So the first thing that I use every single day, well, there's two things I use every single day. One is your local drugstore. So I went and bought, and it was like $10 for a pack of 50, so they're super cheap. And I bought these. So this is simply just a test strip. If I can get it to focus. So this will tell you what your ketones are at. And of course, the higher up, the better, because the more ketones, the more fat you burn. So I usually hover between these two. And I got to this one right here one time, so that's, the high amount of ketones. And that's okay. You don't really want to go this far because you get into a point where it's just not going to be productive. So if you're using these, the little pea strips, and you're sitting right in here, you're right where you need to be as far as ketones are concerned. And they're super simple. They've got a long handle. I couldn't speak for females, but for men, it's much easier. While you're peeing, you just pee on that little pad right there, and then you match it up to the color, and you know kind of where your ketones are sitting. The next thing I use every single day is my scale. So this scale is actually fantastic. I will put a link on the description below. I got it on Amazon for $30 by Renpho. And there's a name. That way if you want to look it up. But like I said, I'll put a link in the description below so that way you guys can check it out. What it does, these metal plates, you make sure you put your feet on it exactly where it's supposed to be, and it measures everything. Water, skeletal muscle, your fat percentage, everything. Like, it's really cool. And there's an app that comes with it, so it won't update unless I have the app open on my phone. So in the morning, I grab my phone, open the app, step on the scale, and boom, it gives me all of my readouts, my new weight, and everything. So this is fantastic, and this is one of the best investments I've made. And then the trusty old scale. I got the scale for free from a friend a while ago, but the scales are pretty cheap. Most of the thrift stores, like Marshalls and stuff like that, they have them in there on a pretty regular basis, and they're like $20 or $30. Definitely recommend buying a scale, because when you're eating stuff, the closer your measurements, the better, more accurate it's going to be when you're updating the Senza app, if you're using the Senza app, which if you're doing keto, I recommend doing the Senza app. Like I said, I did a video before, it sucked, I deleted it. I'm going to do another one that's a little more comprehensive and makes a little more sense and easier to follow and isn't so dry. But yeah, anyway, so scale, pea strips, and then the food scale. So those three things have been absolutely crucial to this whole process, and definitely recommend at minimum those 3 things. Now to talk about this bad boy. So this, I bought this board. I think I paid like $30 for the board, and then a pack of markers was like $10. And it's really good. It's a visual, so even though I have my Senza app that tracks all of this stuff, and my eye health that tracks all of this stuff, I don't look at it all the time. And so this, my couch, I can see it from my couch. It's my couch literally right over there. I walk into my kitchen all the time throughout the day to get drinks and feed my daughter and so on and so forth. So I'm literally seeing this every time I walk by this board. And it got decorated a little bit last night, as you can tell, by my friends. I had, like I told you, I had my friends coming over. And I didn't notice it until after everybody left. So they put one of my friends put, "Greatness is earned." And that's a damn right comment. Keep it up. Woo. And then another one wrote, "Proud of you." I know who that was. So I appreciate my friends. They've been super supportive. My whole dinner last night was keto. That actually brings up another topic. I told you I was going to record the video yesterday. I was like halfway through the whole process and realized I wasn't recording when I thought I was. So when I hit the record button, it must not have pushed. Or I didn't click on, I don't know. Maybe I missed it when I clicked the button, but that sucks because the smoked meatloaf came out fantastic, and the cauliflower came out fantastic. I think I got the cauliflower portion of the video, so at minimum, I think I might do the video on the cauliflower because the texture is probably the closest to the potatoes I've ever gotten, and I was really impressed with those potatoes. The flavor was phenomenal. So great. Anyways, updates would be the next thing. So beginning weight 369.6. 2 days in a row. Well, 3 days in a row now. I've weighed exactly 353.8. So this was my Friday weigh-in, and then it was exactly the same this morning, and that's probably because of the extra food I ate yesterday, which is good. So that puts me at 3.9 pounds away from hitting 20 pounds. So I'm excited about that. So some updates on measurements. We've got my first weigh-in date, or first measure date, which was December 14th. And then 30 days is today. I weighed or measured in on Friday. So I need to update the date on here, but January, I don't know what today's date is. Anyway, I'll update that. So my starting on my abdomen. So my abdomen is right at your belly button, across the widest part of your love handles. That's going to be the widest part of where you are, right? So that started at 60 inches. The updated on that one is 58.75, which means my abdomen is down 1.25 inches. My chest, which is right across the nipples, along the back, where you got this other love handle is here. That was 59, and that is down to 57.25, which means I'm just short of 2 inches on that one. So 1.75 inches. That's quite a bit. Now, I have about 10 different measurements that I follow, and I added hips. So hips is across the part of your butt that sticks out the most. And around, okay? And so that measured on Friday at 52.75, so that's going to be where my starting point is for that measurement. And then my biceps, my right and left biceps, right? So right bicep, left bicep, measure it around the center. My right bicep was at 18 inches, my left was 17 and a half, and I've lost exactly 1 inch on both. So that's also pretty good. So that's basically where we are as of today. I'm pretty happy about that. So 3.9 pounds away from 20. So Again, thank you, all my friends and family, for all the support. I'm super excited to finally have this kind of a change in my life. And I'm excited to see what I'm going to look like at 225 pounds. I don't remember. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.